Hello Gemini, welcome to your weekly reading with me, Cindy. So Gemini, I'm going to do, this week I'm doing readings about how you can empower yourself. They're very simple. I'm trying to get only 2 tarot cards, one from 2 different decks, one each of 2 different decks that I'm using, the Tarot of Dreams, and then the Millennial Thoth deck, and then I do pull out a Return of Spirit Oracle card at the end. I'm trying to keep it very streamlined and very specific and direct for each of you to empower you. I wanted to do that because, well, this is the last batch of videos that I'm doing before I go on vacation. So I'm going on vacation for 2 weeks after this week. I have done pre-recorded for those 2 weeks, so they'll be coming out on the regular days, so you're not going to miss anything. But for myself, like, I'm going to be pulling away from the channel for 2 weeks. I don't plan on coming through. I may, after I come back, I'll definitely probably go back and see how you guys resonate with videos and look at the comments. So don't, don't not leave them because you think I won't check them. And sometimes you just want a voice anyways. But I just felt after like kind of looking into the future those 2 weeks, I felt a real need to kind of provide each one of you with something empowering for your life moving forward. I do want to state too something that I noticed, because between each zodiac that I use my singing bowl kind of to clear the air, clear the energy. I did take a note of the resonance of the singing bowl for you, and it came out very strong, and as soon as I stopped circulating and vibrating the bowl, it stopped really fast. I don't want to say immediately, but very quickly, faster than it typically does and faster for anyone else's, but it came out strong. I kind of getting the feeling that a lot of you might be going through bursts of energy. So, accept it, acknowledge it. It's okay. If you find like you start off really good in the day and like, oh, that's okay. You're probably going through some sort of changes. You might be, we're always going through ascension processes as we become more aware of ourselves, always growing and developing. We always kind of think about babies. They need to sleep so much, and we just kind of forget that our bodies are constantly growing and changing. Maybe not so much in length, like width, as we reach a certain age, but they still are. And you're just going through some sort of stage where, yeah, you might have a whole bunch of energy and then you don't. And that's okay. If you have the opportunity, take a wee nap. Take a wee nap to get back to yourself. So, I'm just looking for one card. How do we empower? How can Gemini empower their lives right now? How can Gemini empower themselves? Can they empower their lives? Oh, wow. That's interesting. I just pulled that card out for Taurus. I totally did. I don't imagine it's the same message though, because this is an energy that is very familiar to you. Like taking action, charging forward with something. There's something that you have an intention towards that you really need to speak about, that you need to do for yourself, to charge forward, to own it and don't hesitate. To own it and don't hesitate. Huh. Interesting. Interesting about the singing bowl coming in just as I was about to start your message, and these bursts of energy. Take advantage of these. Because the Knight of Swords is not the knight that's going to go the longest. It's kind of like the cheetah. It's out of the gate, the fastest one out of the gate, but it's not going to sustain that for a long period of time. So if there's things that you're working on in your life, and maybe you're just feeling like energetically or mentally, you just can only sustain it for so long, and that's just what you're doing. When you feel like you've got it, do it. If you don't got it, don't do it. If you feel like you've got that energy, you've got that clarity, you want it, then go and do it. Go and do it. I'm getting one, that was the Tarot of Dreams. This is the Millennial Thoth deck. So I'm trying to get one card from this deck here to kind of help give you some guidance in empowering yourself. So, geez, even just being gentle enough with yourself to accept that for whatever reason, your energy is being utilized in a way, like right now, if your energy was kind of like this for a day, you know, it kind of spread out, you get all this done. Right now your energy is so when you have the opportunity, put what you can into it, and then just like, okay, it's a time for rest. And that could just be the universe's way too of trying to have divine timing work for you. So maybe you kind of feel like, oh gosh, weeks ago, months ago, years ago, days ago, whatever it is, I feel like I could have handled this, this, and this, and right now all I can do is this. It's okay. The universe has got us all slowed down. The universe has got us all slowed down here right now. Gemini. Oh, jeez. I can't believe I was just talking about the universe and that's the card that you got. Oh, yeah. Divine timing is at work, and that's exactly what is going on here. Wow. Okay. Okay, there's the card. It really feels like an explanation for you about your energy cycles right now. Like this is empowering for you to know this and know how to work with it and deal with it. With this universe card here, you are going through a big shift, a big change. Things are about to change in a very big way. I feel like things already have. You're going through, you know where it feels like you're sitting? It feels like you're sitting in the in-between. But it kind of feels like you're sitting closer to the end of the in-between than the beginning of it. And the in-between is when you're no longer in an old cycle that has ended. But you're also no longer where this new cycle, you're not where the new cycle picks up yet. You're kind of in the in-between. You're a little closing on off, trying to figure out where this is going. You're sitting there in between. So this in-between can be very tiring because you are sitting between two points in time. Yeah, it's like you're sitting between 2 points in time here. You're sitting between the past and the future within your present. This is why your energy is not maybe what typically it would be for you. And this is okay. I really feel like this is more the message for you, is just to know that this is okay. It's kind of meant to be this way for a reason. Everything you want to get done or everything you want to do, you are going to. It just might not feel like it's happening the way that you would typically want it to happen. But that's because you're really not the old you, but you're also not the new you yet. You're in between. And energy and emotions, even thought processes can all be very unusual and different as you're transforming. It's kind of like you're in the chrysalis. It's kind of like you're in the chrysalis stage here. So you are no longer the caterpillar. You've enveloped yourself in this chrysalis. And you haven't hatched out into the butterfly yet. What goes on in the chrysalis is an awful lot. There's an awful lot that goes on in that chrysalis. I mean, the body like liquefies and then it completely transforms. It turns into this big cylindrical blob, into this little tiny cylinder with this beautiful antenna and his big, gorgeous wings, right? Like, there's a big change. So be gentle with yourself. Oh, yes. Be gentle, like really. Be gentle with yourself here. And when you feel like you can move, do it. Like when you feel like you can do it, do it. If you don't feel like you can, don't. Because your body's just trying to say, hey, we're chrysalising. We're chrysalising right now. So just give us a break, right? You're also learning how to manage and harness this giant anaconda. This giant anaconda is like the thread of time. The threads of destiny here. It's threading around you. You're working with it. You're working with it right now, and it is working with you. If you fight too hard against this, you're not going to win against this anaconda. And serious fatigue will sit in. It really feels like serious fatigue will fit in. Maybe you should just sit in. Don't do anything. Just sit in. It's really funny. Mercury retrograde. At first I really thought, no, it can't be affecting me like that. Come on. It's the planet that actually is not spinning in reverse. I can't remember what happens. It just appears to be from here. But energetically, I think it does affect. Because I've noticed other readers too, they're usually like bang on with their words, their thoughts, their ideas, and they're just a mess. They're just a mess too. I don't feel so bad. So that too, right? So it's, you know, an old Mercury retrograde thing going on. I can see that affecting Gemini quite a bit. But you're in the in-between. So just be gentle with yourself. Be gentle with yourself, Gemini. And we're going to get a card. Oh. You got two. See, something's happening here. Oh, look at that. It's like a freaking butterfly. What was I just talking about? Mediumship and feline. See? You are in a chrysalis. You need to transform. Allow yourself to transform here. And the transformation is empowering with this feline. It's very empowering energy. This is a very strong, independent energy. It can work with others. It can work on its own. This cat, right? It can be in the tribe. Or it can be solitary. You're going to have a very clear focus once you come out of the in-between here. You will have a very clear focus and insight. This mediumship with the feline. The pride. I'm getting the pride too. You're probably aligning yourself with different soul connections down the road. There's probably people, groups, or group of people that you may not even know yet, like know here three-dimensionally, know in your life. But you know them as your soul tribe, like you've lived lives with them before. You're probably going to be connecting with the, I'm going to say, I think they're all going through sort of what you're going through. They're in a chrysalis right now. They're being prepared to kind of come out into a new version of themselves. So don't rush, because y'all are in line. You're all in alignment, and the universe is keeping you there. This anaconda is making sure you're not speeding up the process, because you're all connected here. You're all connected. This feline group. This feline group, it feels very much like it has some sort of devotion to the divine feminine. Likely some sort of maybe humanitarian work that you'll be doing down the road, that you'll find yourself doing. Whatever, I'm just really getting the message, like, just don't worry. Don't worry. Obviously, if you're concerned about your health, you should go to a doctor. You know, if your energy is really weird. If it's just, like, if you're recognizing this going, yeah, I know. I've been through a lot of endings or changes. I know there's a lot of new changes coming in my life. And if that makes sense, like if it's resonating with this, if it's not resonating at all, except the fact that your energy is, and then it's crashing, and then it's, then yeah, maybe you should go see a doctor, right? Like, this is just nice. But there's something going on with your body is transforming right now. Innocence, gosh, this has been coming out a lot lately. This is reclaiming your innocence. I mean, when you hatch out here, it's really beautiful, because you're not taking a lot of heavy baggage from the past with you, really, if any. It's very pure. You're being purified. It kind of feels like you're being purified. Interesting. You're being purified. The fact that I would say that, and that a couple of the other signs already have had a frequency shift, and it looks like a kidney. And I've been saying to them, you need to drink a lot of water, because your body is detoxifying, it's cleansing, because they're going through some sort of transformation. And this is kind of the same, like, your body is, it's cleansing itself as well. I wouldn't, like, drink a lot of water. I'm going to tell everybody this week, drink a lot of water. Drink a lot of water. What's at the bottom of this one? The Three of Wands. Yeah, see, this, there's going to be a lot more time for you to sit on the dock, sit on the dock of the bay, or sit on, this is like a ledge, a cliff, a rock ledge, and visualize things coming towards you. It's not so much a time for you to come towards things. It's definitely a time for you when you have the energy to get certain things done for you. But there are ships on the horizon here. However, those ships, I feel, are also involved in something, whatever you're going through, this transformation. Ace of Wands. I see that as, like, to me, the Ace of Wands is like the hatching out of a chrysalis. There's that ignition of life coming out of a chrysalis. Like, yeah, so you're going to have a new beginning here. A very passionate, look at that. Look at the tower is in reverse behind it. You're kind of, it's, this new beginning is going to clear out any drama or any big changes that have happened in this. It's the new beginning. The hatching out. It's coming. This hatching out is coming, and just be respectful of your energy shifts right now as you're doing this. And don't feel like you're not going to get certain things done. Everything's going to get done in the time that it needs to get done. Everything's going to get done in the time it needs to get done. All right, that's it. There you go, Gemini. I hope you found that helpful. I hope you found it empowering. Until next time, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.